Valentine's Day is coming up, and that means couples are getting ready to take their loved ones somewhere amazing. That's why we have put together this list of the 10 most romantic places that you could take your partner to. These 10 destinations are all located in the United States and are the perfect way to show someone how much you love them. Skip the chocolate this year and go for something far more special, a true vacation. And don't forget to show us some love this Valentine's Day by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Number 1. Hawaii is a place with some of the most romantic beaches that you can take your partners to. But we're not just talking about the resorts in Honolulu. We're talking about the secret groves, the waterfalls beyond the city, and the white sand beaches on some of the smaller islands. For example, you could go to Waimea Canyon in Kauai, and on the same island, you could look at Waialua Falls or Honolulu Bay. And there's nowhere more romantic to stay than the gardens at the Four Seasons Resort in Lanai. Because there are so many different islands and locations here, you should probably plan on more than a weekend stay, or make sure that you can go and visit these islands a second time later on. Number 2. Antelope Canyon is located in Arizona, and while this might not sound like a romantic getaway just from the name, it is. This canyon has been formed by the erosion of Navajo sandstone. Just make sure that you're able to book this ahead of time. You are only allowed to access this canyon with a Navajo-led guide, so you have to get the permit early. Although you need to jump through a few hoops to get there, it's one of the most romantic tours that you can take your partner on. We think that only a limited amount of people can go through the canyon each year adds to the romance. Number 3. Napa Valley in California is one of the more familiar names you will find on this list. Just north of San Francisco is Napa Valley, which is filled with rolling vineyards and lovely little wine caverns. If you want something even more stunning to see, then you just need to check out the Napa Valley Wine Train. And if drinking isn't the right thing for you, there's always the local hot springs to check out. This is one of those locations that is something for everyone, whether you like to wander around the great outdoors or spend your days in high-class hotels, sipping wines and looking over the vineyards in the morning. Number 4. St. Augustine is located in Florida, one of 2 Sunshine State locations on our list. Not only is this historic city surrounded by brilliant beaches, including Crescent Beach and the titular St. Augustine Beach, but it's also home to the Pirate Museum, beautiful historical buildings, the Fountain of Youth, and several incredible tours that you can go down. From the beaches to the historical market that you can walk through, this romantic city is a brilliant place to spend your Valentine's Day. You could look at the world's oldest apothecary, or you can go get a delicious burger at one of the many diners scattered throughout the area. Number 5. If you're looking for somewhere warm, Florida is the way to go. The second Florida location on our list is Honeymoon Island State Park. As you might be able to tell by the name, this barrier island is known for having 4 gorgeous miles of pure white beach, nature trails that lead through the pine forest, and even some amazing wild animals. If your partner is an outdoor fan, this is the way that you need to go. Between the views of the island and the views of the beach itself, there's no doubt that the undeniable beauty of the location will never be forgotten. Number 6. Sedona, Arizona is one of the most romantic locations in the United States for getaways. These sandstone buttes aren't the only thing that you can find here. Sedona is also well known for having spas, the likes of which are known all over the world. These spas also offer self-guided tours of the Verde Valley Wine Trail. And at night, the sky turns into the most beautiful diamond-filled expanse, where the stars are so clear, you can practically reach up and touch them. The views of Sedona are some of the most amazing in the state and are absolutely worth checking out. Number 7. South Carolina might not be the most well-known place, but that doesn't mean Charleston shouldn't be part of this list. This little town is filled with romantic getaways, highlighted and accented by the fact that the pastel buildings are all historical in nature. There are countless art galleries here, and even a chance to go out on a sunset cruise for 2, which is the perfect way to end a beautiful date. And you can even get yourself a stay at a charming bed and breakfast, giving this romantic getaway a much more comforting and close-knit feeling. The intimacy of your venture through Charleston will surely strengthen the bond that you have with your partner. Number 8. When people think of waterfalls, they don't normally think about Tennessee. But you should, because this is the home of Ruby Falls. This is the tallest and deepest underground waterfall in the entire country. Glass front elevators will take you and your loved one 26 feet down, where the water will dance over the red-hued rock formations and the various tunnels that stretch through it. These tunnels are accessible through lantern-lit tours every weekend, so make sure that you can come by after Friday night to get the full Ruby Falls experience. And if you can't get there on the weekend, you're still going to be able to look up at the sunlight glinting off the top of the waterfall and marvel at the beauty of the location around you. Number 9. Nantucket is one of the most charming places in all of New England. Here, you're going to find several iconic lighthouses, both of which have tours on them, as well as amazing views of the Atlantic Ocean and some of the most delicious lobster rolls in the entire country. Not only is it a perfect place for pictures, but the fact that you won't be trying to fight off the crowds will make it a much more intimate trip. This town will make it feel as though you have the entire place to yourself. Valentine's Day is meant to be shared with just your partner, so the lack of crowds will only help uplift the moments. And if you get tired of browsing through the town itself, you can always get in touch with one of the captains in the area and take a boat out to sea. Number 10. Borealis Basecamp is located in Alaska, just outside of Fairbanks. There are fiberglass igloos here, which are warm for couples to curl up in, but offer a great view of the lights above. Countless legends claim the aurora lights are the remnants of two star-crossed lovers, and that makes it perfect for couples seeking to share a once-in-a-lifetime experience with their partner. It might be cold outside, but the igloos are toasty enough for two, and perfect for curling up and watching the stars shine above. When you're finished with stargazing, you can then take a trip to the town of Fairbanks itself and relish in the beauty of glittering snow, fine Alaskan seafood sold at latitude 65, and even check out some of the nearby saunas. These have been the top 10 romantic places for a Valentine's Day trip in the United States. Some are big and some are small, well known and hidden gems, but they all promise to give you and your partner the most romantic trip possible this Valentine's Day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. And before you go, we have a question for you. Which of these 10 locations sounds like the most romantic trip to you? Let us know in a comment down below. Until next time, wander free.